you guys care for DC at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Justice League film, one of the generals is actually, Martian Man, is it?
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. That's Martian Manhunter in disguise. It came out recently.
In what? Sorry.
So the Justice League originally had Martian Manhunter in it, yeah. So one of the.
What, they got cut?
Yeah, no. So one of the generals was Martian Manhunter in disguise.
Yeah, John.
Oh, sick.
Because people were asking where was he, and the writers were like, oh, he was this
That
guy
guy.
all alone.
He's also in all the Marvel films.
There was some.
That's him.
There was some costume leaks on
there he goes.
of the Suicide Squad. They're not calling it Suicide Squad 2. They're calling it the Suicide Squad because it's almost, they're trying to do it as if nothing happened. I didn't realise, but I don't think what's her face, Margot Robbie,
She's got her own standalone.
It's a different film
but
though,
she's-
isn't it?
Yeah, Birds of Prey, but she's not going to be in Suicide Squad. The only character that's remaining is
Boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah, and he's got a slightly different look. Well, yeah, they all look a bit shit, but they are leaked photos, and this is like
It'd
obviously
be early days stuff.
You know, it's like someone's shot it on the mobile phone. It'll be exactly. Like they're gonna clean it up. But it's James Gunn. It's gonna be sick, bro. It's gonna be sick. I've got fucking all the hope for it in the world.
Have you seen the animated Justice League, Dark? It's good.
I'm about 15 minutes in. It's like
That's a
after
mystery.
Constantine. It's after he's done some stuff.
It's
cool,
Matt
man.
Ryan's.
Deadman as
It's
well,
Matt
Deadman
Ryan's
6.
Yeah, he's
Constantine.
sick as.
It's Matt Ryan's Constantine.
Yeah, I seen it and I was like, Amazon Prime's got some.
Speaking of Constantine, wouldn't it be cool? You know that Doom Patrol episode where there's a big eye in the sky and there's that chaos magician guy. How cool would it have been if that was Constantine?
Did we not talk about this last time? That guy was. That guy was supposed to be Constantine in the comics.
Oh.
They asked, "Can we use Constantine because it's part of
Matt
the
Ryan's
existing
thing.
company?" And they just said, "No, we're using him." So they just said, "All right, you." Made an exact replica copy.
One that's almost
Same
exactly
kind of
the same.
attitude. They thought all we need to do is borrow him for a bit, but you won't let us. Fine, we'll just make the same character then. Fine. It was
Yeah,
the same company.
we'll just make a British magician that's drunk and an asshole.
It would have been cool if it was Constantine.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I liked it when he was in Arrow but like in Legends he seems a bit too cartoony, and his hair for some reason is cartoon yellow, and I'm just like, why they changed that?
Yeah.
Well, it's a weird thing to have changed.
I think it's because they used a bit more of a natural, like Matt Ryan's natural hair in when he did Constantine.
Yeah,
I think
'cause they had, like,
he was already had lighter hair, but then he had darker hair now, and so they had to lighten it back up again. I think because a big gap.
I feel like it's weak Constantine in Legends. It's like
Him and Arrow was cool because it surprised me.
yeah, and he would kind of like treated Oliver Queen like a bit of a bitch, which was kind of like you expect him
It's just
to.
like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, he just gets out of the handcuffs like yeah, whatever, but no problem. I love Jim Corrigan from the series Spectre, the guy who's. And you see him Spectre up slightly when Zed has a little visions.
Did you see the
He
Flash?
was ace. I stopped watching the Flash after
You got about as far as I did, I think,
second
with that.
season. Yeah, I got to where they did the awesome thing with the Hunter Zolomon series, and then he black flashed up at the end, which was ace. And then the next time you see it, it was CG and horrible, and then Killer Frost got the better of him. I'm like, no, this is the Grim Reaper for speedsters. Captain Sparkle Cold Fingers isn't going to beat that. And neither's this big suit dildo. You know, Savitar, at least he looked better in a physical suit than the CG mess they started with. But it still doesn't look as bad as really, because Savitar looks stupid in the comics. But they could have just, I don't know.
Some of the later ones are
Could've
cool.
been
They do there's
They did
interest.
Godspeed, I saw that they did
I
that.
don't know. I've not finished it either, to be honest. So I don't know why I'm singing its praise because I didn't bother finishing it either. But
I think it was when they introduced a daughter. I hate that in anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like we got nothing else
introduced
to
a
do.
daughter.
So, kid, you didn't know you had, or a strange.
she's
brother.
like what is she? She's like she's a mix between like Impulse and something else, basically.
right.
Because I was looking at this thing and like her backstory, it's a mix between the Iris's daughter thing, like that character that's her, mixed with Impulse. Because Impulse's thing is that he got thrown back. He got thrown back in time to the Flash when he knows all about the future and he's like pretty hot shit in the future, but he's a kid and all that sort of jam.
I like Grant Gustin. I think it's pretty cool. And like they did like another new costume now, which I think is quite cool. Like the last new one, I thought was like a step backwards. It looks stupid.
It was shit.
Yeah, like the helmet looked like a cosplay, like a bad like bought one. Like the new one's better, but it's still like you shouldn't make a comic accurate fabric looking one because no matter how you do that, it's gonna look stupid.
Yeah. They got a Plastic Man in there.
Oh, I'd started watching that.
He's like
season
a
with him. I
regular
really liked
character now,
him. Yeah,
and
he
it's-
was cool.
It's funny.